I was gonna start saying some classics. Yo, let's see how long it's gonna take for one person to get in here. We got 24 seconds. Something is saying, go ahead and do your thing, brother. Don't worry about it, brother. Where's your dashiki at, brother? Where's your flip-flops, your capris, brother? Where's your chew stick, brother? How can you be righteous without a chew stick, brother? Where's your beads and your incense, brother? No frankincense? You ain't righteous, brother. Cause I'm black, y'all. Cause I'm black, y'all. Cause I'm blacker than black. Cause I'm black, y'all. And I'm blickety black, blacker than black, black, the blacker than I'm black, y'all. Because I'm black. You hit that algorithm thumb button. Yeah. Thanks, y'all. Yeah. Look, these are the dots. Look, everyone who come late night, y'all the dots, because y'all really with the shit. Especially if y'all on the East Coast. Y'all really with the shit. Y'all not trying to go to sleep for nothing. And it's crazy because I do think most of the people that watch my videos are on the East Coast. I think I'm going to have to check the analytics, but I do think that. Fuck it, that's enough people. Shit, it's church. If it's more than 3, we got church. All right, so we're gonna jump right in. I ain't got time. So, yeah, I already started the video off talking about how black I am, man. Because that's what you got to prove if you want these reparations, right? Well, that's gonna be kind of hard. You know, I mean, I gave y'all tactics to do if they pass it, when they pass it, and when it spreads to your state. It's going to take some time. So I gave some advice on what to do to cop your 5 milli, a milli, right? A little bit. Now, here's the caveat, man. I'm starting to think that, you know, at some point that this country is going to have to address the issue of reparations, right? So I think that that's why this is even on the board. But I do also believe that they're only doing it as a dog and pony show. Like, look, we're going to give y'all the reparations. That's what y'all want, right? But you just got to prove it. And they're going to make it damn near impossible to prove. Because what is a black person? What is an African American person? What is that? Because here's the thing. African American can mean hella shit. Because people in Brazil are African American. They're African South American. But they're still America. So do they get reparations too? Right? They can be considered black if they wanted to be, right? So do they get it too? So they're going to make it very difficult. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make it very difficult. Because here's the thing. What I'm about to say is going to be a very, very unpopular statement. In fact, some people are going to raise their eyebrows. And if my boy YK the Truth is watching or sees this, he's going to be like, brother, you disappoint me, brother. But I'm going to keep it real. That's all I could do. Just put it on a scale, and whatever it weighs, it weighs. And I think it should weigh, hit that like button. Because likes weigh something. Let's see how much it weighs. Because if it's 4 people, it should be 4 likes. That just makes sense. That doesn't make, you know what I'm saying? So when they talk about the transatlantic slave trade, and when they talk about foundational blacks, or what they call them, foundational black FBAs, right? So here's the thing. It would take hundreds, if not thousands, of slave ships to bring over millions of slaves. I've said this before. Millions of slaves, right? Because that's not what the fuck happened. Where's the slave ships? 1. And 2, thank you. And 2, just like how I said, people in Brazil are technically African Americans because they came from Africa too, right? Just because I said that? Well, that's because Africans were already over here on this continent, hence Brazil, hence the Caribbean, hence Haiti, hence America. We were already fucking here. Now, we got enslaved as well, but while we were already here, just like how, okay, so Africans knew the science of the waterways, of the water currents, right? And they sailed here anyways. Before whoever, Spaniards, Portuguese, we are the original pirates. You feel me? So we've been here. So when they came over here, they did colonize because that's what they do. You know why? They're the colonizer, right? So we were colonized, but we were already here. So we were enslaved here more than anything. We were enslaved in Brazil and brought here. We were enslaved in the islands and brought here. There were some slaves from Africa that were brought here too. This is a fact. But those same slaves that were in Africa on the west coast of Africa are also the same descendants of the people that are in Brazil. It's the same bloodline. So when you do these DNA tests, these 23s and me's and African ancestry.coms, that's why it will say, yo, your ancestry is here in Africa, but that doesn't mean that you were brought here. Feel me? Feel me? Because the slave trade enslaved millions of Africans. That's what it says, but it doesn't say that millions of Africans were brought here. Some were, but the rest of the cousins were already here. Okay, hence the walls on in the Egyptian temples showing the big ass boats. We've been sailing around this motherfucker. Feel me? So yeah, so there's that. So when you get to America, right, you already have people that were in South America, you already have people that were in Africa here, and now you want to talk about who they want to call natives. So they'll say that, well, the East Asian who migrated their way through Alaska and who are quote unquote the Eskimos that migrated down the plains of the West Coast and became the Native Americans, that those are niggas. Sorry. Those are a mixture of Africans that migrated easterly before, made their way through, Kush, and made their way through what they call India, and made their way through Asia and came on over as well. That is a fact too. But it's nothing but the same people meeting up in the middle. That's all it is. But what I'm saying is they're going to make it hard or make it impossible for you to prove that, because we all the same niggas. You know what I'm saying? And there's another caveat that is thrown into this mix, right? The other caveat is the islanders, okay? The islanders who are in the Pacific Islands, not just Samoa, not just Tonga, but what's stuff? I'm forgetting all the islands right now. I'm forgetting all the islands, and people are gonna be mad as hell at me because I'm forgetting the islands. Guam, the Philippines, and what have you. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. These people are ancient. You feel me? They may even be more ancient than the quote unquote people of Africa. But more ancient does not mean not the same. Just more ancient though. Because remember what an island is. An island is a landmass that is protruding through the water. That's a big ass landmass because it's at the bottom. So basically it's the top of a mountain. Remember, Before the great deluges or the great floods, the landscape of the planet was different. So these people that live on these islands that come from the islands are the same people who lived in the earth before the floods. The quote unquote Native Americans said that they lived in the earth. So the people of the islands are also the same people that came from the land of North America. But these same people who came out of the caverns or out of the caves of the earth that are Native Americans or islanders that came through the other side of the cave, all these caves underneath the water are all connected. So we all the same people, just at different time frames and different time points. You see what I'm saying? So basically the continent of Africa is just the top of a very big mountain, but they all have interconnected caves. So this is when we started getting into the internal earth theory or the hollow earth theory, because people forgot all about hollow earth, right? Motherfuckers start talking about flat earth and forgot all about hollow earth. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why they start talking about flat earth too. Hollow earth. Hollow earth, it just means that it's shit going on inside this motherfucker and been going on inside this motherfucker for a long time. So when you start to talk about the internal beings, can we call them black too? Are they going to get reparations too? Are we all finna get it? That's what I'm saying. So like I said in the other video, man, or the previous video about the reparations, if the best thing, money or not, or no money being awarded, motherfuckers is going to start digging deep and start getting some knowledge of self around this motherfucker. And that's all I'm talking about. Feel me? Say something. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. Raquel, I don't know if I'm saying your name right. He said, what about the bloodlines? I didn't want to go into that. That's going to make this turn into one of them long ass lives. I'm not trying to be on here for hella long. You're right though. I was going to do that, but put it like this. There's more than, it's not about the bloodlines. It's more so about blood types. But you can make those things synonymous if you want. But here's the thing. It's more than what we've been told. A lot more. A whole hell of a lot more. But at the same time, most, a good 95% of all melanated people, let me just say, a good 95% of all melanated people are pretty much, it's not different bloodlines or blood types. It's more so different carnations. Like how I said, the Pacific Islanders are the same people as the Africans, but they're a little bit more ancient because of a time period. You see what I'm saying? Like they were under the ground for a longer amount of time. So it kind of seems like they just popped on the scene after Africa. No, they just kind of came up out of the earth. So they've been around. They just came out of the earth at a different time. You know what I'm saying? Hence the reason why you have people in not Papua New Guinea, but the Aboriginals of Australia. These are the same, you see what I'm saying? These are the same vein of people, and them some dark. You know what I'm saying? And people think when you say, you know what I'm saying, it proves a point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do. Yeah, Raquel talking about Shambhala, exactly. What about the bloodlines? What about the patent? What are the land patent? I don't understand. In some states, race is no longer on birth certificates. What? 1214 Epiphany Place says. In some states, race is no longer on birth certificates. You like I did your voice like that? You don't talk like that, though, in real life. My son was born in New York in 1993, and my daughter was born in 2004 in Virginia. Neither one has black on it. Her dad, who was born in North Carolina in the 70s, his says Negro. Wow, that's heavy. That's deep. So even based off of what 1214 Epiphany Place says, they already taking the kids out of the equation. Wow. This might be a plan that's been in effect for longer than we think. Yo, Sage, brother. Sage, brother? I got my sage right here, though. Bro, I burn my sage to the nubbies, boy. To the nebulous, boy. Feel me? To the nebulous, boy. I had to sage it down in here, man. It was kind of something else going on. For real. Yeah. Okay. All right. And I'll probably do another one of these just to sum it up, bring it all home. But I just kind of wanted to touch on how pretty much all of the melanated beings, whether what time frame they popped up out of the earth, or what variation, if you want to go into bloodlines, you can, because to be honest, if you want to start grouping off of the genuses, somebody from Ghana is somebody fucking bug in my ear. Somebody from Ghana isn't the same as somebody from Nigeria. Those are two different types. But if you trace it back, man, we do have common ancestry. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say, yeah. So basically, what America is, or North America is if you want to look at melanin as being something like Mercury, how Mercury always wants to gel back together. That's exactly what North America is. You know what I'm saying? It's damn near prophetic. It's damn near prophecy. I'm saying stop keeping old bananas around. You get bugs flying in your ear. So, yeah, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, man. Just feeding the algorithm, feeding your minds, feeding the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, gone.